in the end, as the darkness takes me, I am nothing.
Greetings and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Darth Revan here, Peace and Lie, and welcome back to From the Depths. Now, I have done some improvement to the base, and I have spawned in again the missile ship with its proper guns and such, and I fixed the back of the gun cruiser. So which button was the UI? There it is. As you can see, the back of the gun cruiser, it's all nice and sculpted properly, and she is at her full capacity with her defensive systems. Honestly, this is gotta be the tankiest ship I've ever built, simply because it has defensive systems. That being said, I love these armor-piercing rounds inside these things. They may be kind of low caliber, but they still pack enough punch to really do some damage, especially against these wooden targets. And, you know, just enough, both guns putting out damage. I mean, they do a lot. And, of course, we have the good old missile ship, which we've seen before, with her tons of swarm missiles and her tiny little pop gun, which is now an advanced cannon. I'm not going to put a cram cannon on here. The cram cannons are out, but I'm nowhere near mastered the cram cannons yet. But so what's happening right now is our fleet, these two ships, are on their way out to engage. Well, two deep water guard fleets have appeared. Now we're going to take on this scrapper, and we're going to kill him and get him out of the way. But then we got this defense force with a marauder, an Atlas or two. I need the cargo ship, but unfortunately the cargo ship's having a bit of issues right now. In the latest patch, I think they've changed something either with the sails or maybe there's something wrong with my design. But I got it spawned in entirely, and it just decides it wants to fly with the sails. Yeah. I don't really know what's going on there, but we'll find out eventually, and maybe we'll just build a cargo ship on the fly here today, which will be kind of cool. But we're moving out to engage, and honestly, these two ships present a significant threat. I mean, they got a lot of firepower between the two of them. It's kind of weird because one of them has a keel. This one has the little tiny keel on the bottom. Really not necessary, but I just needed a place to put these spin blocks for the missile detectors. These tell the AI back here when to fire these flares and let us know the enemy's coming. And there that is. Okay, great. We're in range. Let's go ahead and engage it and destroy these fools who dare to impose upon my territory. You will regret coming here. Everyone on combat AI, make sure I'm not controlling any of the guns. Let's do this. Let's look at the scrapper. Maybe a quick look at it before it gets annihilated. Oh, cool! It's like a little anti-airboat. Well, it was. Looks like it maybe was powered by spin blocks. That's kind of cool. Well, swarm missiles found him, and yeah, he's gone. Goodbye, scrapper. That was insanely easy. Between these two ships, like I said, they carry so much firepower between the two of them. So they actually perform fairly good. Now, let's go ahead and move on up here and engage the next two targets. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. I love sailing just like this. A lot of people travel. You know, I understand the fast travel thing's an important part of the game, but there's something about just rocking back and forth and looking at your fleet and just seeing it in all of its glory, because honestly, that's what this game's all about, building beautiful creations like this. And I love the shape and the curvature of the hull and the way the guns sit on top of it. It's just just looking at your ships and they're like, wow, I made this. This is cool. This is mine. And now we're going to go use it to make havoc and destruction and explosions. And it's going to be wonderful. And I'm so happy to kill things. Am I insane? Probably a little bit. But, you know, I love explosions. And what God-fearing American doesn't love his dang explosions? Hells yeah. Okay, so we need to get over here. So we're not going to waste too much time. Oh, what are you? An Atlas. Where'd you come from? Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll just engage both of you at the same time. I'm just going to sit right here in the center. I think we can take on all of these guys at once. I think we can go ahead and engage them at this range. That'll give the missiles time to do things. Yeah, everything. You know, 16,000 blocks. I think 20,000 blocks is the most my CPU can handle. But we'll see. We'll make sure that's the case. I think these guys are still in combat mode. Let's check. No, they're not. Combat mode engaged. Let's go. That gun's already in range. That's kind of weird that gun is already in range. What kind of shells are you firing? I thought you were firing armor-piercing shells. Nope, apparently you're firing... let me see. What kind of shells are you firing? Oh, you're firing HE rounds. Oh. Well, I guess that's acceptable. Such a low caliber. They're still firing. Did I change these? Solid point, Fred head, solid point. Yeah, those are the same, roughly. I think I altered them a little bit and put the fragmentation in there. Are we focusing on the Marauder? Well, it doesn't matter. As soon as that missile cruiser gets into range and unleashes its swarm missile system. Please don't collide with each other. Please don't collide with each other. Now, if you have this problem, this is where the patrol card comes in handy. Just tell one ship to, hey, don't be there. Don't do that. Just turn sideways, please. I just need to close range with the gunship, so I have better targeting what am I saying? Better targeting profile on them. And then when you're done with that, you can just say, combat mode. Help yourself. There's the missiles. Unleash the swarm. Unleash the swarm upon my foes. You shall meet your end today. Swarm missiles are the greatest. I love swarm missiles. Especially heat-seeking ones that don't need laser-guided. You can't hide! You can hide in the smoke cloud if you want, but eventually it'll dissipate and they will find you and kill you! You are helpless before my swarm missiles! The fragmentation warheads are beautiful. They are a sing of beauty. Did we hit it properly? Uh-oh, I'm kind of worried about this Atlas. Oh, actually, I'm not kind of worried about this Atlas, because it is going to die in a swarm of death and explosions. I think I could turn off the UI just for a little bit more cinematic version. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, here's the explosions are wonderful. They make my day. I love explosions. And we're releasing flares. Does that mean they dropped mines? I hope that's not the case. I don't see any, but yeah. The Marauder's taking a beating. Uh-oh. That's casket bolt. I have bad news for you. You're going to die horribly. You're going to disintegrate because these missiles have more than enough firepower to kill you outright. Yeah, goodbye. You're dead. And then the rest of the missiles will be like, hey, Marauder! How you doing over here? What do you think you're doing? Should I capture one of these for resources? Why not? Let's get in this. Let's get in there. These Atlases are pretty much helpless at this point. Just get over to it. Uh-oh. Did the front turret of my gun cruiser take damage? Yeah, I lost the front turret off the gun... Or, not the gun cruiser. The, oh, dang it. Missile ship here. Huh. I wonder what knocked that off. Maybe it was all these mines. Oh, no, that's a flare. Interesting. Interesting. I'll let them do their thing. I will take control of this guy. You're going to be mine. I'm going to take you apart for resources. Come here. Come here. Now, I know a lot of YouTubers don't like to actually take apart a swarm, or take take one of these things captive, or take ships captive. I personally find it, embarrassing. I personally find it as it's part of the game, and as long as you're playing the game the way it was meant to be played, I have no problem. Let's turn the UI back on here so I can see where everything is. Okay, we're good, we're good. There we are. Well, it did kill its AI, so that's out of the fight. But we only received 40% of the resources. We receive more when we scrap them outright. But, you know, it's a good thing that we're getting the scrap and stuff, because that means that turret can probably repair itself eventually in the fight. Because those ships should be armed or equipped with repair bots, allowing them to repair themselves even if I'm not on board. However, I would like it if the repair bots carried over my stat of repairing style, even though I'm not on the ship. Because if I'm on the ship, it doesn't really matter. Well, I don't even think I'm going to make it to this Atlas before it's killed outright. Not yet, Missile Cruiser! Not yet! Did you finish off the Marauder already? Yep, that's it for the Marauder. Well, if it kills its AI, that'd be great. Could you hit the AI? Well, you exposed it. Let me just get on board here. Let's not stand like right next to it like we were last time. Die, AI! There, now it's mine. Don't shoot! It's friendly now. It's mine. Stop shooting. There we go. There we go. Now go ahead and start some, I don't know, repairs. Why not? We don't have any near the metal to repair this thing, but we actually have a good meta natural. You know, I think this thing actually had some storage. Didn't I see some storage on board? You know, I might make one of this as a cargo ship. Oh, yeah, that way we can salvage land-based installations. Okay, yeah. I used to make Marauders into cargo ships because they're just so plentiful, but if I make one of these into a cargo ship, I could fly over land and pick up land-based installations. Yeah! I like that! I'm so smart! Aren't I intelligent? I must be a genius. Oh, I'm a genius. Wow. I never even would imagine. That gun's sort of there. Doesn't really matter. The ships have, like, this thing has a lot of ammunition, so it still gets that passive regeneration. That one's dead. And battle finished. Well, that was invigorating. That's a good way to start the evening. To annihilate so many and watch them die horribly and screaming and begging for their last requests. But I give no last request. I give no quarter. This is my fleet, the pirate fleet. We will annihilate all of you. What is coming after us? Is it a red tuna? What's a red tuna? And a shrike. A shrike, you say? I haven't seen one of those in forever. Well, that definitely isn't good. Times 10. Let's fall back. Fall back. We're going to need... I think I'm going to equip this... I'm actually going to make this into a cargo ship, allowed to carry tons of cargo, but also be of combat available. It's going to be a very good long-range missile support ship, staying at long range and firing cruise missiles that just are very slow, but carry the damage of a, I don't know, cruise missile, that kind of thing. Repairs allowed. Come in range of this thing, so that way we get all those resources, that we've been mining up to this point, which is not a lot. We are not getting so much. Ooh, I'm worried about the Shrike. The swarm missiles will get him. But Shrikes were so terrifying back in the day. Let's just get this thing as high as repaired as possible. 96. We're not going to get this completely. What are these things? What are you guys? Red tunas. Well, we're going to find out what red tunas are for sure. Nope, we don't. We'll engage the Strike by itself, if possible. Cool, this thing sort of works. Sort of operation. This has a mine layer? Hey, it does. Cool, that means this thing is somewhat functional. Oh! Well, so these are the red tunas, huh? Oh, cute! These have torps and missiles. Yeah, I got more missiles. I have more missiles than you. I have far more missiles, far superior firepower. You know not with which you tamper with. Powers beyond your understanding. That didn't come out quite right, but you guys know what I meant. Oh, cool. Does that mean I can finish this ship? Oh, cool. That means I can get the Atlas up to full power. But I'm actually going to scrap these guns. Oh, good God. I got a bunch of levels. Sweetness. I love that. More. Wonderful. Well, let's just scrap this turret. Thank you very much. For your resources, you will be used properly and efficiently, hopefully. Alright, so that sent this thing into a... What's going on with you? Alright, maybe it's because the turrets are sitting on it. Alright, well, let's see what the Shrike... Let's see what the Shrike can do. This thing doesn't need to be sitting in the water. That's definitely a flaw. Combat AI, please. This thing doesn't even have weapons except for the mines. Oh my goodness, is that a Shrike these days? Hello there. That's so different from the red and white thingy that used to be the Shrike. Well, there goes the red tuna. The Shrike didn't get hit by very many shots. Uh-oh, he's gonna make a mine lane pass. He's mine laying the Atlas. That's not going to work really too well for you there, buddy. Yeah, that didn't work out for you. Sorry, that didn't work out for you. You're gonna die now, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I'm very pleased to see you die. Honestly, I want one now. I kind of want one of those things. They're fast, and they're bombers. Nice bombers. I don't have any bombers in my fleet. You know, I don't have any air power whatsoever. I'm all a ship guy. I rarely build planes. I don't understand them for the most part. Alright, well, let's just pull these two. Leave the Atlas in play, because we're going to work on the Atlas a little bit. Okay. So we could make the rotors a little bit more powerful, probably, by pulling back the railings and allowing it to carry more cargo. Let's see, build, please. Where is your center of mass there? Okay, so it's right here. It needs to be... Okay, so when I'm done fiddling with this thing, the center of mass needs to be between these two, because apparently that's balanced. And that looks about right. Yeah, okay. This way, I think it had some large amount of storage. I thought I saw some in here. Where did I... Oh! What do we got in here? Okay, we got a Heartstone. Okay, so this thing does have... Oh my! This thing does have quite a bit of storage already. Well. Doesn't that... What, that just solves all my problems then! Now the Atlases do have a use as being cargo ships. They're already ready to be cargo ships. I'm just going to put 2 large miscellaneous storage crates in here. And that will increase it up to 96,000 resources that it can hold. Oh yeah, I really like that. But since we have the room, we're gonna put in a few more because you never know. A long campaign, we might come back with the loot ship. Alright, well, where'd the center of mass go? Did it move very much? No, it didn't even move! Well, that's just wonderful. Let's just take a look at your, R, please. Oh yeah, that's got about as much storage as our base. How wonderful is that? That's really, honestly, rather sexy. And we're not even using engine power right now, and we're flying off into the distance because this thing has these props. I still don't understand these really well. Let's turn that off. Let's give you a fleet move command, so that way you stay where you're supposed to. Also, our keep empty on everything except fuel. Stay completely fueled. You want to join the fleet? Maybe? Not swerve back and forth? You know what? We'll just pull you entirely. Bring you back, get back over here. Get back over there. There you go. There you go. Alright. And now it's insisting on swerving. Alright, well that doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter, because what we need to do is add in a couple cruise missile system. Oh, a couple cruise missile systems. We need to add a cruise missile system. So new object, 1-axis turret, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So about here, we can build back to. So let's just go ahead and mark that. That's about as far, so that way the turret can turn freely on its axis. So we should put 3 missiles or 4? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 missiles for a long-range cruise missile system. You know, I should use wood beams for this. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted to do, really. Whoopsie! I'm not the best. The best at this. And that should be 2. No, it needs to be 2 away. There we go. Alright. Oh, they added a control chair to this. Nice! Oh, and a little ramp going down. Oh, this is so nice! Someone did some work on the Atlas. I'm so pleased. I remember what it used to be. I remember the original Atlas. I miss that old thing. I had so much fun with it. Cool. And that allows the missiles to turn. Almost. Wow. That will let it turn completely. Well, well. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. So, we need custom missiles, missile controllers. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Now we're making our way downtown, walking fast. Yeah. So we need missile launch pads. Now we want to accelerate these missiles out over these railings so they don't get caught up on them. So let's get those ejectors on here. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah. That's what I want to see. Now identify friend or foe. Do I want staggered fire? Hey, yeah. I think I do. 2 staggered fires. Kind of a waste of resources to have 2, so let's just put 1 on the top. That will work. And now, let's see how long we want these missiles to be. What's those? That's okay. That's as long as they get before they don't have the preset. Let's just make them that long then. And design a new missile from scratch. Now, this is great for you guys who don't know how to do missiles. So, we need a variable thruster because someone told me that they're better than the normal thrusters. So let's take a look at it. So it's got ramp up time, kind of like the new engines, thrust per second. Oh! So I could accelerate the missile. Probably uses more fuel the higher you put it. So these actually don't need to be that fast. So let's actually lower this down to like 5. 0. So that's 5,000 thrusts, or 500 thrusts per second. So these will be slower moving, but they'll probably make it more fuel efficient, huh? Yeah, I'm betting that's how that works. Well, that's what video game logic would say, and I trust video game logic. So let's put in 3 fuel tanks, 4 fins, and then fragmentation warheads. Let's get my frag warheads in here, baby. Yeah, where are you, fraggies? Fraggies, don't you hide from me. There you are. There you are. 3 fragmentation warheads. Let's put in, yeah, 3 fragmentation warheads, but what we also want to do here is a camera. Camera. Well, actually, a 1 turn, and then an infrared seeker. Infrared seeker. That's the camera for the IR seeker. Where's the IR seeker? Aha, infrared seeker. Alright, so it's got a slow ramp-up time, 3 fuel tanks, 3 fins, 3 fragmentation warheads, which will set them to varying degrees at random, or between 50 and 40, to give it a spread out, damage pattern. It doesn't need to be perfect. In fact, a little bit of randomness will randomize the chances of damage, but, so we got 50, 44, and 48. Cool. I'm pleased with that. Then assign that missile to all same lengths. Silly looking missiles. Doesn't matter. Silly is fine. If they work, then that's beautiful. That's a thing of beauty. We're just sticking around. Cool. At least we're sticking somewhat close to our home base. Let's do a little just sculpting this turret type. Slope there, and then another one here, and then more slopes. Yep. That'll do her. That'll do her quite nicely. Oops. Well, that's actually fine. Where's that slope? Where are you? Right, there you are. There you go. Well, let me click it there for a second. That was weird. But, not a problem. I'll just reset you, and I'll find a way around you. Work around your problems, not through them. Well, actually, I do work through my problems. I just work straight on through them with missiles and explosions and much darker. Yes. Very good. Wonderful. Everything is as I have foreseen. Yeah, it's very good. So let's give this a quick chest fire. Okay. Those seem to do their job. Let's see how far these go. Okay, wow. Whoa! I was right about the variable thruster, baby. Oh my gosh, look how far these things go. They're still burning fuel, aren't they? And they just lost. Whoa. Holy crap. Look how far that went. That almost went to the edge of the tile. We're about in the center almost. Holy crap. Bros, you know what this means? That means these are the perfect cruise missiles. I wish I'd known this about variable thrusters sooner. Thank you to whoever gave me that information. I don't honestly remember his name. He was in my Twitch chat one day. It was very nice of him to give me that information. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull everything, bring everything to where it's supposed to be, please. Let's just go gather this resources. What's coming? What is this? We got an Atlas. We got another Atlas. We have a Marauder. And something else. What is this? Come on now. A casket bolt. Oh, please. Please, you're just giving me resources at this point. Just grab these resources. Stick them in the Atlas and bring them back. Make sure they are told not to hold everything. Keep full on power. Keep no resources on board. Because we're just going to bring you back and repair you if you get destroyed. Just get into range and just empty out your resources and refuel. Refuel. Well, does this have this thing told not to hold? Actually, keep full. Very little of that. Fill up on everything. There we go. Why is it? It has enough fuel to refuel the Atlas, but the Atlas is not getting completely refueled. Why aren't you getting refueled? You're told to be full. Ah, you're in the wrong control group. There. Now a huge, ginormous there it was. Yes, there we go. That's a little bit weird. You gotta be having the same supply group. That's a little bit odd. I'm not quite at the level I'd like to be with these things yet. But let's spawn in the Atlas anyway. Swoop aboard. Whoosh. Here I am. And I saved it under new module. We can't afford it. What? How much does this cost? I I can afford one. Come on. Come on. Is it because we just don't have quite enough resources? We should have more than ample resources. Don't you feed me this crap. We should have more than ample. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Huh. It says can afford what's in red. Maybe they can't afford it. Huh. Well, that's just fine. We'll go get resources. That's what we'll do. We'll go get them! Or defensive action. We'll push out. I think we'll push out in the next episode. We should have more than enough resources to do it. To just push out and cause all kinds of destruction and death. That ship went through the... That was weird. The gunship should be the... Yes, the gunship is that. Tell the Atlas to be in the back at altitude. There you go. Be in the back at altitude. Very good, very good. Alright, let's do this. Since I have cruise missiles, I want to test these cruise missiles out at range. Cool thing is we can just engage them way out here, and we'll be perfect. Don't have control of anything. There goes the cruise missiles at their insane range. Let's see how much damage these things actually do. Oh, and combat. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright. Maybe I should spread them out a little bit more so they're further apart in their launch cycle instead of in this big clump. But this is a huge alpha strike. This is going to hurt quite a bit. This is going to hurt ya. See what it does. That took out the engine almost. That didn't do as much damage as I thought it did, actually. Dang it. That's not... That's a bit of a problem. Targeting error, I think. Maybe because it didn't hit squarely. They would have delivered all 3 fragmentation warhead payload. Something's exploding. There goes another Atlas. Oh, another one bites the dust. Give me your resources. I need them for my armada. I will annihilate everything. Dang it. These... Okay, those IR Seekers, they might need cameras to give them proper target guidance. Because the other ones lock on no problem. Those ones are going after... I was going to say, where are those going? They're after the casket bolt. Casket bolt... You can't take that kind of damage. Oh, the casket bolt is so squishy. It's like a firecracker in the sky. It's so wonderful. I love it so much. Here comes another wave. Hitting unnecessary targets. Yeah, that's gonna need to be changed. Also, I need to tell the Atlas's AI. Where is its AI? In the back, right? That's the storage. Here you are. Oh, you got an aerial AI. Huh? I didn't know you had an aerial AI. Oh, you're using the new PID controllers. Well, crap. I don't like that at all. Well, that's just bad. Well, I guess that's fine. I don't know. I don't want the cargo ship to go in like this. And I'm not very good with AIs. What the hell hit us? What hit us? Who has the nerve? Don't you be doing that. Don't you be doing that! It's the other Atlas. There goes those cruise missiles. So pretty. So perfect. Maybe I don't need another one. Maybe I just need to leave this back end the way it is. Maybe put some instead of having a turret back here, put vertical launching missiles. This one can turn just fine because it normally turns and faces its target. But put vertical launchers up here that shoot the missiles way up high and then they turn around and come down directly on top. That's an idea. Away the mines! Release the bombs! Maybe I should turn this into a gun turn of some kind. I think I'll increase this little thing's payload so it does more damage with each mine because they're powerful. Do you have a friend or foe detector? You have a staggered fire. Those things know not to hit friendlies. They do not. That's... Who did this? What is this? Who did this? Who did this? What is this? What is this? It lays hostile mines in your middle of your fleet? What is this? What is this? Who designed this? This is bullcrap. Well, that's gonna need to be fixed. That is gonna need to be fixed. Well, dang it if we don't have more things to do. Well, at least we have a cargo ship, at least a dedicated cargo ship, but I kinda like the Atlas. It's kinda nice. A nice little addition to my fleet. There we go. And can it hold all the cargo? Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. Between the two ships in the fleet? Oh, yeah, it can. That's just wonderful. Alright, let's return to base. Return to base with the resources that we have. Little of that we do have. Not much. 4,000 metal. Small hull. The Deepwater Guard aren't made of metal. We don't have much, but we will make do with what we have. We can almost spawn in a new gunship. I want to get one more gunship in the fleet and then move out. Then I think we'll have what we need to get it done. I think we'll have what we need to get it done. So, anyway, guys, I think that's going to call it for this episode. A good amount of combat, a little bit of work. The cruise missiles, yes, with those variable thrusters. How wonderful. They're going to make a nice addition to my fleet. And overall, I'm very pleased with the way this turned out. It could have gone worse. You know, well, of course, it can always go worse. So, guys, thank you for joining me for this episode, and I will catch you all on the dark side.